Hey, good evening, and welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. Gonna try to get a little energy into this show. How about that? Let's go back to the old ways. Click the links below in the sports book for the best sports books in your state. Get those bonuses. You got to start off with a bankroll before you can bet. My goodness. OddsJam Partner Program. Share that link with your friends and get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. We got live chat available. Like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I know we're confusing you with YouTube channels, but you'll figure it out. Fill out the form below in the description to get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make money sports betting. There's a Calendly link for Mike, one for me. Also, the Discord link below for the paid picks and the OddsJam Player Prop mobile app, which should help you. It's free, by the way. It should help you with your player prop picks. So there we go. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Mike's in the house. Hopefully, we're going to have Steve with us again soon. Kind of miss him. I don't really mean that, Steve. I don't really miss you that much, but no. I told him that I would give a shout out because I didn't on the morning coffee show, and I'm going to do it again. Steve, once again, had 10 outright winners in golf this year and was up 100 units. And you know what? Great job. Here's a round of applause.
Absolutely, Bob. Cannot complain there.
Okay, I get to start first here.
Okay.
I'm going to throw some stuff out here of things that we hit in my video earlier, which might be different from what you are getting ready to hit. And by the way, right now the Orioles are up on the Guardians 1-0. All right, so let me go to my bet tracker. I just want to show some things that we hit, or I hit off of the Positive EV page earlier today and this morning. And by the way, Parlay Builder is in stealth mode right now. It's hibernating, so we will come back to that. All right, so we hit, as Mike I know hit, the Astros on the run line, the Braves on the run line, and the Rays on the run line, and under 7 in the Jays and Cubs game. And the Braves also -3 because it was a positive EV play that is still there. And a YRFI with the Cubs and Blue Jays, under 8 with the Cubs and Blue Jays. Max Fried over 5.5 strikeouts in the Braves Rockies game. Salvador Perez over 1.5 player bases. Andrew Haney under 5.5 player strikeouts. And here's why I'm going after all these strikeouts. Mike has said player strikeouts are the best player prop in baseball. George Kirby over 5.5 player strikeouts. An NRFI in the Tigers-Mariners game, which I believe is really going to hit. Braves over 5.5 runs in that game. Valdez under 6.5 player strikeouts. Hoskins over 1.5 player bases. Under 9 total runs in the Guardians-Orioles game. And once again, back to a player strikeouts. Shane McClanahan over 7.5. What do you think of them, Mike, huh?
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Another one I will add to that real quick that is coming up. This game obviously got a little ways before we start. That is Philadelphia and Arizona. Aaron Nola over 6.5 player strikeouts. I like that bet. Arizona is a team that strikes out a lot. They're 21st in all of baseball for team strikeouts. Aaron Nola is somewhat of a strikeout pitcher and has been pitching a little bit better as of late, but I think we got to roll with that play as well. Love taking him. And then, this play shifted on us positive EV wise. Okay. The play early was under on George Kirby's strikeouts. And the positive EV did shift to his over. Here's my thoughts on it. I mean, you got a guy who's got 102 strikeouts and 97 innings pitched in George.
Right.
He's a pretty good strike. I mean, not great, but he's an okay strikeout pitcher. You got the Detroit Tigers who strike out a lot. They rank, I believe they're somewhere in the bottom. They're up at the top, I should say. They're seventh in team strikeouts in all of baseball. So Detroit strikes out a lot. So I think I would be willing to roll with his over that I did end up going with. Although the positive EV did start out on his under. By the time I saw the play, it was on the over, and I got to thinking on it, and I thought, you know what? I think I will roll with this play for those reasons. So
at 2:00 this afternoon, it was on the over. But this morning, you're right, it was on the under.
It was on the under or very early.
Yeah.
And I guess my thought on it, as I said now, is just that. Detroit's not a good team. They're a bad team. They strike out a lot. Kirby has been effective for the Mariners. He's not their ace. He's not their best pitcher, but he has been pretty good. He has been good. He's 5-3 on the year, 3.32 ERA. And as I said, he's over 100 strikeout pitcher right now as we stand on the season. So I will hope that angle works. If it doesn't, then shame on me for not getting there early, I guess. But
I'm going to share my screen again here real quick, Mike. I want to show people what we're talking about here. I always go to cbssports.com. It's the easiest place to go to. I go to scores and today. All you got to do is click on the pitcher, plain and simple. The stats are right here. 102 strikeouts, 1 strikeout. If he pitches 6 innings, most likely it's going to hit.
Yeah. Yep, and I don't see Detroit having enough offense to knock him out of the game early. I just don't see that happening. I mean, it could happen, certainly. Anything can happen, as we all know. But I think I'm going to roll with that. And the Mariners, they are fighting, Bob, for a playoff spot here. An impressive little run they've been on. They handled the Guardians pretty well, Bob, winning 3 of 4 at home. I know they do go to the road here, but I have to admit the Mariners have been very impressive as of late. And as we stand right now, I think there's no doubt the Mariners are going to have themselves in a playoff spot.
Mariners are the lead dog in the wild card in the American League. They're the lead dog. All right.
No, Tampa Bay is.
They got more than 70 wins?
They got 70 wins, but they only have 57 losses. Seattle's got 58. But you've got Toronto there with 69, which that's fine because that would just knock you to that third spot. But you got Baltimore and Minnesota back behind you too, who are going to be battling as well. But Minnesota, they've been scaring me a little lately.
Minnesota does not make the playoffs unless they win.
If they win their division, I think is their best chance.
And the way the Guardians are playing, I just don't think it's going to happen. All right, here is the positive EV page. And folks, right now we have the recommended filters. So here, if you make 250 bets on this recommended filter, you're going to profit, okay? You got to understand ebbs and flows, okay? You can bet these blindly. I choose not to. I can bet however I want, and how I like to approach things is the way I like to approach things. But as you can see here, there's that George Kirby play, and it's a 3.93%. And it's actually a 52% chance of hitting, according to the Cali calculator. And it's a player strikeouts, which Mike has preached over and over and over. Player strikeouts are the best, bar none, the best player prop in Major League Baseball, kind of like PRAs were in the NBA, right, Mike?
Well, you could say that somewhat. I definitely had a lot of success on PRAs in the NBA, and I definitely have had a lot of success on these player strikeouts. So that's a fair comparison. And once again, you got to remember with these bets, don't take as many in the. So when we say 250 bets, that doesn't mean take as many as you can in one day. I would say try to stretch them out. So maybe today's slate aren't as hot, right? Maybe we have a slate today where we're like last night for me, I did extremely well in positive EV bets. I only had 4 or 5 out there though. And I've had 15 out there. Maybe I have a rougher day. Now, right. if you do that periodically throughout the day, and stretch those 250 bets out longer term, I think you'll find a lot of success, because I've had that success so far. I have found the recommended filters to be successful and profitable for me, but I've also not taken a ton every day. I'm sticking with, all right, let me find like 3 or 4 that I love. And right. then that's it. And then I'll go to the net. And if I have a great day, awesome. If not, so be it, on to the next day. And then maybe you bet a couple of more another day. That doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact same amount every day, but keep yourself to where that way you can have a bad day and not get, because some people are saying, well, I'm losing all my money. Well, then don't bet that many early. Get in a flow. Bet 3 today. Bet 3 tomorrow. Bet 3 the next day. Then maybe if you're getting a flow, bet 5. And then maybe bet 5 the next day, 6, and get yourself in a flow, because I don't think you'll go 0-3 for 3 days in a row. I just don't, because I haven't seen that success with the recommended filters.
I want to show you this.
And a matter of fact, a lot of these recommended filters have been very much on par with what my mindset was, maybe the initial look at that game. I'm like, you know what? That's where I would be leaning. So, bam, I'm rolling.
I've got 14 positive EV plays out here today.
Whoa.
I want you to take a look right here. I got my butt kicked yesterday. Yeah. I got my butt kicked the day before. I've had the last week and a half has been rough.
Yeah.
So let's look now. Now we're on the recommended filter.
Oh, we got a comment, Bob. We got KJ says dog day today, Rangers Angels parlay. KJ, like it, and I agree with the dog day. I'll tell you another dog I'm maybe looking at. That's Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh has a great shot. Milwaukee's offense has not been good as of lately, and I think that the fact that Milwaukee is striking out a ton lately and not providing hardly any offense, I think that will offset the fact that Pittsburgh doesn't have a great offense. And when I think Mitch Keller will have a good appearance tonight. He was a top prospect at one time. He's been somewhat disappointing. But I'll tell you what, the guy the Brewers got going tonight, Jason Alexander, he's nothing to exactly get too excited about. So I think I'm willing to jump on Pittsburgh tonight as an underdog as well.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Positive EV page. I'm going to change the filters around here. Go to main and alternate market, make my maximum market width 28 cents, and see what we come up with. Folks, I'm telling you right now, I am not touching. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not touching the Cincinnati Reds first half run line. Okay? They're a dog team. They're terrible, and the Cardinals are on fire right now. And, I'm riding with the Cardinals until, they can't do it anymore. So yeah. I would be more inclined to put about 3 units on minus 0.5 on the Cardinals at minus 140. That's just me.
I stayed away from the Cardinals. Obviously right now that game has just started. So and Dakota Hudson did have a pretty good start his last outing. And Dakota Hudson has been actually, he's 1-1 this year against Cincinnati, but for his career, 10 starts, I think he's 6-1. So Dakota Hudson has been as iffy as he has been. He has been relatively decent against Cincinnati. So I decided tonight, I hammered the heck out of the Cardinals last night. Hammered the heck out of them. The run line for whatever you want, 2.5, 3, which I did stay away from the 3, but we hammered the 2.5 and the 1.5. But tonight I decided to stay away from them. But I agree with you, Bob. Not really willing to take that risk right now. But also this could be a spot the Cardinals could slip as well. Just because you're so unsure about Dakota Hudson, it is iffy, but I agree. I'm staying away from that all around.
I'm going to throw something out at you, Mike, and this is a bet that I've made and placed.
Well, there's strikes.
Chris Archer. Chris Archer is 2-12 in his career against Boston.
Yeah,
and Boston is plus 115 on the money line tonight. Yeah. I had to hit it. I mean, when you have that kind of record against the team, and Archer's ERA is what, 5, 6, something like that, between 5 and 6. I went ahead and made that play. Would you kick me in the butt for that one?
No, I wouldn't. And I want to point out to KJ, here's my only worry here, buddy, with your Rangers bet. Houston's 10-4 on the season in this matchup, and Houston's been one of the best teams in terms of not giving up runs, whereas the Rangers have been amongst one of the worst in giving up runs. I'm a little worried about I can't lie. I am a little worried about that, but I do think that you're right. You got to have a dog day, and it is in Texas, so I can't blame you for taking that bet.
Jam the Daily Schmidt. What's up, Bob and Mike at Sunnyvale? Derek, hope I can join the show one day. Good luck tonight. Well, of course you can. As a matter of fact, here's what you're going to do, Derek. Email me, bob@oddsjam.com. We'll set something up this week. There's no reason that you shouldn't join the show.
Oh, 100%. Sonny's our guy. Sonny's our guy.
Get some of your people on here, bud.
Yes, sir. I talked to him. Thanks for reaching out earlier. He had a couple of questions with streams that I was hopefully able to help him out with. So, Sonny, that is awesome to see you out and about. And I will say, Sonny is one of those people that I've talked to. When I talk to people on the phone, I name drop guys like Sonny, and I'm like, look, join some of these live streams and let some of these customers that have been using the product and understanding it, maybe they can help you with some of these things. What are you laughing about, Bob?
Oh, you're going to get a kick out of this.
Uh-oh. His name is Derek.
I just had to say that. You keep calling him Sonny.
Well, yeah, he said, look, Bob, he even says, "What's up, Bob and Mike? It's Sonny." I know his name's Derek, but that's okay.
I'm just giving you trouble.
I can't call him anything but Sonny now, man. That's like all I know him as. You feel me? Like, that's all I know him as.
Here's the thing. I know the song Sonny, and I could play it and sing it right now.
Oh, well, this isn't a jam session, Bob.
Not karaoke night.
It's not.
It wouldn't be a jam session, but it'd blow your karaoke stuff away, okay?
Oh,
that's all I'm saying.
Not a chance. Not a chance. And this isn't up for debate right now. This ain't up for debate. Stay in your lane, Bob.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in my lane. What the heck? Are you talking to Steve?
Stay in your lane, Bob.
There's all kinds of private jokes.
No, but Bob, I got to point out, you tried to flex on Steve because Steve told you to take Rory, and Steve got him for plus 800, and you got him for plus 900, and you had a little cute flex there. Come on, Bob.
Cute.
Come on.
Are you kidding?
A man tells you to take a bet, and you ended up getting a little bit better, and you want to flex?
Sonny, it is then. I think I bruised
Sonny,
myself.
it is then, KJ. Yes, sir.
All right. That's all we got, folks. Let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, Derek, we'll talk. Just email me, and I'll send you an invite. We'll figure out when we can do this. All right?
For sure. Absolutely.
Welcome aboard to the OddsJam team.
He says, yes, sir. I like Sonny. Nothing wrong with a little bit of sunny sunshine.
Sonny. Thank you.
We're out.